time. Time in a relationship. Problems arise in relationship. These are two things that we hear, like, oh, we're not talking enough anymore, or we're just not spending time, we're drifting apart. For me, it's really interesting to think about that. I really don't like the idea of couples turning their back against each other because of those two reasons. Time is one of the biggest and most precious things that we're given. It's a gift. When I spend undivided attention with my partner, I create memories. And memories are the one thing that we look back on in our life and go, I remember this, I remember that. And those memories are mostly created when you're off your phone, off your mind of anything else. Like, I know it's really difficult nowadays to do that, but when you decide that you want to create memories, I mean, we create memories whether or not we like it or not, but we make sure you make those good memories. And I always talk about having an intentional life. Everything that you do, from what you eat, from what you wear, from what you want to do today, to the career you choose, to anything that you have in your life, anything that you attract in your life, should be conscious. So if you feel like, I mean, you might be watching this video for several reasons. It's you want to strengthen your relationship, or you feel like you really love more time from your partner. Or you feel like you and your partner are kind of drifting off, doing your own things, and you're kind of not doing a lot of things together. Whatever the reason is, just take a moment to think about, why do you feel like you're not spending enough time with your loved ones? It doesn't have to be your significant other. It could be your mum, your dad, your child. Take the moment to think about it, alright? You might have your answer. So you know why, probably. What can you do to get closer into that person's life? So for example, your partner really loves football and he's always watching football. Like, he comes in home after work and he just rushes to the computer or to the TV and just decides to turn it on and watch it, and you feel ignored. It is not a nice feeling, I know. But what I've noticed is, like, after several days of doing work, you feel really shattered, you feel really tired, and the only thing you really want to do is something mindless. You don't necessarily want to sit down and have a long conversation about your day, because you want to bury it down and just want to relax. Okay, you give your partner a bit of time to unwind, get relaxed. You know, you can add to the relaxations. For example, make him a cup of tea or make her a cup of tea. Be nice to the situation. What you don't want to do is come at him or at her and nag. Like, we're not spending enough time, I don't know what's up with you. These are all very attacking words, and that's where your evening or your day can go worse. So what you want to do is comfort the situation. Say, make a cup of tea, hug each other, say that you've missed each other. All those kind of affection is really going to make you want to spend time together. That's a really good tip, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. We can all think about being a little bit nicer to our partners. Not once in a while, always. We tend to always, before we enter a relationship, say, this is what I want. This is what I want, this is what I want. We're always saying what we want, what we want, what we want. But what we should think about more is, what can I give? How can my love be unconditional? I think if you think from a place of giving, you're more likely to be receiving. And time is one of many love languages. There are 5 love languages. Time for me is really, really important. If I don't feel like I'm getting enough time from my partner, I feel like I'm lacking love. I need my love tank, like Gary Chapman from the 5 love languages says. My love tank, that's what he says it. My love tank is full when I'm receiving quality time. So also what I would like to mention on that is, what do you love doing together? Have you noticed that you used to go on a lot of dates, but it's declining? I mean, over time, a lot of other things can come up, but it should not be an excuse of why you're not spending enough time together. Nothing can grow to where you want to be if you're spending less time at it. So I really highly encourage, try and seek more time to spend with each other. Don't forget, yeah, surprises is one thing to keep things exciting, spicy, whatever you want to call it. What me and Christian are really passionate about is the relationship duality over a course of time. We care about how you grow together over time. We want to create more and more memories that we can look back on. And what we don't want is excuses as to why we don't have time, why we don't have the money, why we don't. There's always answers to any problems you have. So that's why we feel really passionate about creating this channel, is to create this community of besties that can give each other the shoulder to lean on, and then what that means. I feel like from the beginning in our relationship, we've really strongly fostered the communication. And the communication and the time that we spent doing the things we both loved created this big, strong, rooted tree. So whatever happens at it, we both know each other. And also feel like, where are you missing out if you don't give each other that attention? With time comes memories. If you're in a moment of giving each other quality time, your mind is free. Your mind has a capacity to create this. It only gets recorded if your mind is free of everything. So it's like a meditational space. If you can clear your mind of stress, anxiety, or if you have stress and anxiety, try and talk about it, and you both feel like you can be a team. And that can only come with time and connection and communication. I also find it really interesting. I'm talking about all these key words that we hear in relationship. One other one that I keep listening and hearing to in like these shows that are relationship related is, I tell it to you right now, it's spark, like connection. You see them going on a date and they go, there's just not that spark, there's just not that connection. And I'm thinking, all these people who are turning off this person are saying there's no connection, there's no spark. Like, why is there no spark? Why is there no connection? I'm wondering. And I think our culture, our society has become so used to saying, he's just not my type, he's just not that, or she's not that, or there's just no connection, there's no sexual chemistry. I understand we all need that little bit of chemistry, that excitement. But you know what? It's not going to come from thin air. No, it's something you have to work towards. It's really, it takes time. That's what I'm trying to say. It takes time. So what you should do, and what you can do, is allow yourself the time to feel those connections, feel that chemistry. If you see somebody who you really would not say is your type, and you go into conversation and you discuss things and you feel like your mind is becoming in sync, you really totally get this person, and you know what? You start feeling things. You start feeling the sparks. And you're questioning, you're telling your friends, you know what? I met this guy and he's not usually my usual type, and then the friend goes, oh, well, you show me a picture. And you kind of go, that's because you're feeling a spark, but you know he's not your usual type. And that's what you want. It only comes with time. It's something, I really love watching these shows because I find it very fascinating what people say. And what I find really annoying when I hear things like, oh, he's just not wearing the right flip-flops, or his hair is just... These things are not the fundamentals of a human being, and they never have been. It's something we evolve with time. Our personalities change. We should get to know each other on a human level. And you know, surprising your partner, being really kind. You want your partner to be the one that, you know, you're your best friends. If something happens to you, I'm the first knowing about it. Yeah, you as a guy or you as a girl, you have girlfriends. But if you have any problems in your relationship, the only person who really should know about it is your partner. I find it very, very important, and that's why I'm making this video. If you feel like there's some problems, some thoughts, like you really agree with this, or you have this relationship that it's like really amazing because you're spending time together. Please let us know, like, what are the key moments, what are the key elements that you would say we shouldn't miss or rule out. And I think we all know the importance of that, but we can all fall into the trap of drifting apart if we